If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. But we all hate us cause we played it just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super unders and a song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. But we all hate us cause we played it just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. But we all hate us cause we played it just cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. You fucking fuck.
Just cash.
Yo, Big E, what's going on, man? Fresh off your B-Day. What's happening, sir? What's happening?
Oh, what's going on, man? It's good to be back. Had a nice little off day yesterday to celebrate, and it was a good day, man. All in all, no complaints here.
Nice. So now you're back, ready to win. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we're back to the grind. We got a nice light slate for us. I think only 5 games today, but honestly, most of them look like a fade for a majority. But we got a couple plays here, and we also were able to lock in some early value with Augustus. So we'll talk about these two. Open the floor, see if anybody's got any questions, and we'll go from there.
Okay, sounds good. AOD's here. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, fam?
He gets the gunshots. He says, I love this
sir.
fucking song. Just cash. Boom. E modest money, underrated beats. Let's fucking go. Goats. He says goats. Hey, let's give him the goats.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, if you love making money, AO says. And I'm going to always mess up the way I pronounce this, but you say it for me. Yo.
Oh, Chachi.
Chachi, why do I always forget how to say it? I always want to say Shishai for some reason, Chicago or something. What's happening, bro? Appreciate you. Yo. He has a play for us. We'll look at that later. And yeah. AO says E-money. All right, man. Well, it's good to have you back, man. Had your birthday. We had a day off, Still cash a little bit without you. Not saying we don't need you or nothing. But God damn it, we're glad you're back. Oh, Chachi got a couple plays for us. Okay, cool. Alrighty.
Yeah. Well, before we hop into it, if you guys do us a huge favor, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to be subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out whenever we do go live. Tomorrow will be our hopefully a double stream again. I know this last week we were both kind of feeling a bit under the weather, so we'll get things back in order in preparation of Saturday. And also the biggest thing is make sure you guys are in the Discord. That's where all the overnight plays, early access is going to be. Still running the 7-day free trial, so make sure you guys are part of that if you're not already.
Yes, sir. And Q Donkey says happy birthday, E.
Hey, appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, shoot ball. Yeah, the VJ Fantasy. Yeah, man. He got that fantasy, yeah, with the turnovers too, man. I knew
Yeah.
the turnovers were coming, but he got the fantasy, and then he grabbed that last rebound for us to clear the RA as well. So Big VJ holding it down.
Yeah, that was a great call. Thank you guys
We did
for
get-
bringing that up. What's up?
Yeah. Thank you guys a ton for that one. That was a nice little community cook up. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, even though we did get crapped on, we paired it with the hockey taco, and of course it's the first hockey taco that's missed in like I don't even know how long.
Yeah. You
Yep.
know them tacos,
Boo.
man. Those fucking tacos, bro. They're so annoying. Prizepicks sucks. I will say today again, what's awesome about Underdog, at least, when we get into these little lulls of the season, the end of NBA, college is ramping up, but it's still basically people are betting less at this time of the season. There's no football. Baseball's not even here yet, so they're giving us all these boosts every day. So we can take advantage of these boosts and do it the right way. It's pretty easy to profit and make some money. So I'm going to try to focus on that from now on because, I mean, look, every day they're giving it to us, right? 50% NBA, 30% college. There's even a 30% on some other game too. So definitely going to make that, take advantage of that.
Yeah, I didn't even look and see if I had a boost today.
Mm-hmm. No, they got them, and yesterday too. They had all kinds of them. Do you not have the college one on here? Damn, bro.
No.
They're starting to get you. They're starting to get you, man. They really are. Because on my other, I have a new account for the past couple months, and I'm getting all the discounts and all the boosts with all the fucking limits high and shit like that. So yesterday I put and you know what I found out? You know what I found out too? You know how we were doing it last year with WNBA and we were finding one play, or they would give us a gimme play and then we'd find like the smallest, easiest play and then we'd put it with one other play and then we would max it out, and it was like a $200 play at like amazing value. Shit like that, I realized on here when we use the boost, if we do 3 picks and we do alts, those are him. I didn't realize how much more they give us when there's 3 picks on Underdog until yesterday. I knew it was 6 times when you do the normal plays, but I didn't realize it's 6 times no matter what. So if you do all alts, you were doing it already earlier in the season. We did that one the other day with Kaderi and a few other players, but every time there's a boost for college, I think we should do that. There's money.
Yeah.
NBA too.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And even if it's something, we're just on a light day like today, being able to cobble together a couple plays to make some profit, then,
Yes.
that's definitely a safer route to take.
Yes, definitely. But I'm excited to have a little bit of direction with that now. We just got to make the plan come together, and it'll be all good. Like yesterday, made a good amount of money just doing a little 3-pick NBA, a little 3-pick college, and made it work. Actually, it was only a 2-pick college yesterday. But they didn't give us the alts that I wanted. But we'll see. If they give us more alts, it's the way to go.
Nah, I feel that. That makes sense. It makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Well, if you are ready, let's talk about our first play here, and then we'll get into the comments, answer a few of those for you guys. Let's talk about Augustus, and now he is at 20.5. So if you guys are in the Discord, we got that locked in yesterday, but 19.5 PA, it's still a pretty low line for him, honestly, especially with the way he's been playing as of late. Coming off of a tougher matchup against Gonzaga, that makes a lot more sense, especially with it being on the road. They are on the road again here, but I think nothing that's like too scary of a matchup. Loyola, they've been pretty decent at home. I will give them credit, but we've seen this guy over the last month and a half now. I mean, honestly, but the last month in particular, really taking a leap forward with this team. And I mean, we were laughing about this earlier, but you look at the picture of this guy, and he just oozing some swagoo. So honestly, I'm just excited for this team, for him, especially, his 4th year here, really stepping it up, and towards the end of the season, putting in a lot more effort, like seeing, just the usage rating for him in general, take a really nice step forward and be consistent, because they do need that scoring threat. So we get a mixed bag shooter. He takes threes, he gets to the free throw line, takes a lot of mid ranges too. Coming off of a game where he got in a bit of foul trouble, I do like that. Players typically like to have a bounce back performance. So even still in the game where he had 4 fouls, I mean, he played 38 minutes, was a bit more limited on the shooting, but very productive with the RA. I will say, I know a lot of people were on his PRA today, but personally, I don't know if I want to pay the tax for the rebounding. He only averages 2.8 rebounds on the season, and they have his rebounds at 3.5, and that's strictly just coming off of these last 5 games here. I mean, take a look at the rest of the season here. You're going to see a lot of 1-0s and a couple threes in the mix, but not very consistent at all as far as like being on the glass. Assisting, playmaking though, however, very consistent. I mean, we see a lot of, healthy numbers here between 7, 8. We had 11 assist game here and 10 in the last 5 over here. So very consistent as far as being a facilitator. And if we continue to see this double-digit shot volume, I really like it. You can't hate the minutes. I mean, any kind of reasonable competitive game, he's playing almost 40 minutes a game. So, yeah, man, I like him. 19.5 PA is still a good look if you can find it. If you want to play the bump, that's on you guys.
Nice. Yeah, I like him. Matt Peace here. What's up, bro? He says, "What's up, boys? Back from vacation and ready to win." Oh, yeah.
Hey, love to hear it.
Yeah, exactly. Shootball says, Augustus' dad was a baller, right? Marshallonis for the Warriors. Tell me I'm right.
Yeah, we were having a nice little history lesson with Coach the other day about that too.
Oh, Marshallonis, I remember him.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of a baller. I was pretty damn young when he was playing, but I remember his name, and I remember him definitely adding to the team. He was a hustler. He was a tryhard, as we say now. I remember that.
Very much so, yeah. And that's something, we really harp on trying to find, especially down the stretch here where these wins become more and more important. The players who are getting the minutes and at least the effort level, which is something about Dylan Harper that we're going to talk about too. It's, Ace, man, I don't know what's going on with Ace. But Dylan Harper, also just another player who's just continues to put in the effort, and seeing him just barely miss his last game in a tough environment on the road, but also with the foul troubles. Sometimes players get a little gun shy about taking a shot that maybe they could have in a game that they weren't in foul trouble. So I just like it, man. He's been solid. It is another road game, but still, shooter's going to shoot, and we can always get an 8-9 assist, game out of him in general. So that could also carry a lot of the weight for if he's not going to be scoring or that efficient. He could totally go out, drop us an 8, 9, 10 assist game and pick up the weight there.
Yeah, I like him, man. Consistent. He's consistent. He'll have the ball in his hands. Can't ask for much more. The game's not the fastest game ever, but again, like I was saying earlier, I think this is the time to ride the stars, even in the matchups that are a little bit scary, especially on a day like today when we only have a few plays, of course, but I still like the value.
Yeah, and he's had their number. You can see here in the last 3 meetings they played, really been able to come out and play a solid game, and they actually beat the brakes off of them the first meeting. I thought this game was actually a little bit closer than this, but I think the final score doesn't exactly reflect how the game flow was, because I remember this game being pretty pathetic. But yeah, he's just had their number. Very, very solid outing every time they play, and as long as we can still get the minutes, which he only played 30 minutes last meeting, that's kind of crazy too. So if we just factor in maybe even another 5 minutes, maybe he's not quite this substantial, but at least, I would say 22 PA feels like a pretty comfortable guess.
Yeah, and was that last game at home?
Yeah, it was at home.
So yeah, we'll probably won't have a blowout in this game, so give us more opportunity for those minutes. I like it, definitely. We have a couple of questions if you want to roll, or do you want to get through Dylan first and then we can get to him? It's up to you.
I don't think they'll bump Dylan. Let me see.
And they might. It's 18.5 on Prizepicks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's talk about Dylan real fast, just so we can go ahead and get him out of the way in case. I didn't see that they dinged the payout earlier, so I mean, not surprising, but yeah, this is definitely one that could be subject to bump. So let's talk about Dylan Harper, 17.5 points. And I will say also honorable mention for the 25.5 PRA. He was only at 24.5 this last game, but where he's really been able to thrive is honestly just a straight up scoring upside. Can't rely on this team at all for scoring or reliable, offensive threats. And we've seen that really take a hit for the playmaking too for Harper. I mean, last game, yeah, he was able to snap off. He had 9 assists, but that was like the best game that he's had basically the last 2 months, almost going on 3 months now. But yeah, very unreliable there, and it reflects. You can see it's plus money for 3.5. But the scoring, 17.5 is going to be the magic number. Very consistent this season, 68% as a whole. And also one of their rock stars on the road, averaging almost 19 points. I mean, on a good day, just pencil him down for 20. So, I mean, this is what we're looking for. Just an average performance from him. Go out and drop us, 19, 20 points. Not a tough matchup. I mean, the game total is pretty healthy. It was 154. So I can't be mad about that. It is at Michigan. Let's make sure we get that. If you actually want to do that,
yeah.
Every time I type that thing, it brings up my contact info. But yeah, can't be giving y'all all the goods here. You can't get my little envelope or my numbers pad. But yeah, 154 solid total. It is in Michigan, but I will say, man, Michigan, they've been playing down some competition lately. They have not been running away with games, and winning some of these should be, pencil them down for a win column. They've been coming up kind of short on that, so I don't mind this as long as Harper goes out and plays his normal minutes. I mean, that's really the only risk with him is
he will.
Maybe he plays under 30 minutes, but I mean, coach hasn't really done that in a minute. There's just this one game that
these are injuries. And remember, he was injured and he was sick. That's what those are. Like, that's why I like him even more. He's back in his spot, and I think the lines are a little lower because of those games. So I like the value here. I mean, he could shit the bed, but I like that he's going to be trying. He's not going to be Ace Bailey in us. And 17.5 is not much for him. That's normal. I mean, he's going to drive to the hoop, bro. He's going to shoot threes. So I like it. E2's here too. So that always is a good thing.
Yo,
what's up, bro? Q Donkey says, what about that Michigan State buzzer beater last night? No shit, man. That was crazy. That was super dope, actually. I was cheering for Maryland. I can't lie, but I had Maryland plus 4.5, and I was just happy they got it down to the, within the 4.5, and then I forget exactly how it got to that buzzer beater. I forget what happened. If Maryland missed a shot or he hit, I forget. But somehow, dude just threw that shit up. And I remember I was walking out of the house and I was looking up and I was like, swish. Oh my God, that was crazy. I was like, good. They're not going to overtime, so they can't fuck up my plus 4.5. But yeah, that was dope.
Right.
That was dope.
Yeah, I didn't catch the game live. I was out at that time, but I did catch the highlight reel from the night, and that was definitely on the top ones.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good game, man. I'm glad it lived up to expectations.
It was. The tournament's going to be crazy. I don't know what it's going to be crazy to just look at the matchups. And like I was saying the other day, I was like, man, I used to do these brackets but not know shit. Now I know the teams and get to put them against each other. It's going to be interesting. And again, let's definitely run a little bracket for the YouTube channel and the Discord and have a nice little prize. That'll be fun.
Hey, we could definitely do that. I mean, we got a couple days, a couple games left before the tournament kicks off.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds goody.
All right. Well, those are the two plays that we got for you guys today. So I guess let's go ahead and open it up.
How about your money lines, though? Are you on the money line, love, or are you not feeling it as much?
Michigan felt pretty solid about today. I think that might be a potential, anchor piece to build around. But Coach, shout out to Big Coach. He was pretty high on the Samford and Arkansas Little Rock money lines.
Yeah.
I believe he posted a couple more as well. So you guys will have to be in the Discord. Check that out. But these were, I think, the top three we felt best about.
Okay. And what's the payout for those three? I think your head's on top of it.
Yeah, it's minus 111, at least on FanDuel.
Nice. I'm definitely locking those three in. Pillow, I have a good feeling about those today. So since we only have a couple props and there's only a few games, I think that 3-pick money line looks nice. I think that's some profit there to be made. All right. Well, Chachi, Bubba Miller, 14.5 PR. He says the over. And if anyone else is up there has any questions or any comments or any plays that you want us to look at or plays that you tell us we need to play, shoot them in here. C-Dot's here. What's up, man? C-Dot, you're late. It's all good. We're always late. So we're even now.
Ain't better late than never.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about Baba. There was honestly two players that were of for sure interest, just kind of hard to, honestly pick between the two of them. So either Baba, the PR, or, honestly, even do the RA. I wish we could get it at 6.5, but it was at 7 on Prizepicks earlier. Let me see if they adjusted that or not.
Look at you and your Prizepicks.
Yeah. Well, I've had to use them as at least a reference source, but all right, we'll scratch that. He was at 7 earlier on Prizepicks, which I would at least consider playing that. But the PRA, or even still the PRA, but the PR for him and for Caleb Glenn, which I know Caleb Glenn was the most popular play, at least over on Prizepicks today, and I think totally warranted. Both of these guys went off in the first game that they played against him. Really, really efficient scoring. Only thing about Caleb Glenn is he's their 6th man, so he always comes off the bench. Minutes sometimes can be a bit more volatile, which I think in Baba's case is probably a reason maybe to lean towards him. He pretty well plays over 30 minutes majority of the games, barring any foul trouble. On paper, it's technically not a great matchup, but it seemed that North Texas really struggled to contain both of these guys last game. I don't mind Baba at home more so than anything, but yeah, between the two of those guys, one of them should get there. Potentially both of them could. It is a lower game total though, like mid 130s if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 135. So two fairly slow teams, but yeah, man, I think between the two of them, one of these guys should definitely get there.
All right, what about Trey Carroll, RA?
Yeah, let's check out Carroll. He's one player that I don't follow too terribly much because all these guys are on the same team. And honestly, I will say it feels like they left this entire team's props a bit on the lower side, which is kind of interesting. They're trying to make us play a lot of props out of here. What was the line? Was it 6.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 7 against them. Pretty consistent on the road. I think if I was leaning maybe a little bit towards like an RA upside, Baba might tip my hat towards that direction. He's been so consistent with this RA all season. At least at the 7 line. A lot of push factors here, but pretty consistent, man.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, if I had to put a final stamp on it, I think Baba was probably the safer play. Just more secure on minutes. Trey, even though he has been playing more minutes, which I liked a lot better since the first half of the season, he's still not secure for 30 minutes. So I know some of these games were blowouts, so we have to kind of play that into the factor. But even in some of the games that were close, he still didn't play down the stretch and close the games out. So Baba looking like I think our best option here.
Alrighty. What about
Yeah.
Bremen Laurent, 13.5 PA under? Brennan Laurent.
PA under. It's a pretty good scoring spot. I will say a little bit of caution there. The assist for him kind of, crapshoot. He's listed at 1.5. On a good day, maybe he's getting 2. some of these more recent ones were pretty good matchups, so not a shock there. And the tougher matchups a bit on the lower end. He did have 3 against them in the first game, but the scoring 17 points was a bit concerning. He does suffer somewhat home road splits. Yeah, he's at 40% shooting on the, or 40% for the points, at least on the road. So, I mean, that's pretty well, I think, a touch high, maybe like a point higher than it should be. I don't mind it. He is a player that the minutes are a bit unpredictable, though. That's the only real kind of drawback for him is he could play 24 minutes or he could play 31, 29 to 31 minutes. You can see, obviously, these are the games where he's fallen short for that. But the game that he played 31 minutes, he got there, and then the high 20s, a lot of success there. So,
Matt said,
just something to think about.
Sorry, Matt said he took his over 18.5 PRA personally. Yeah,
the PRA, I think he is a bit more of a flexible rebounder. Yeah, the rebound's taken a step forward. And it's also a good rebounding spot for him, too. So, if you were, I think the PRA makes a bit more sense. Just need homie to play 30 minutes.
Dylan Harper has moved up to 19 points flat now.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah, on Prizepicks. Chachi says Vlad Golden PRA under. Ooh, big Vlad under against Rutgers. Woo! That might be scary.
Yeah.
And you said Danny Wolf PRA too, and I wanted you to talk about Danny Wolf today also, just to see what you were thinking.
Honestly, I think that both of these players are pretty much in the same position. Like, they don't play nearly as well at home like they do on the road. So, I mean, this last game, for example, if we go back and dissect it, the usage leaders were both of the bigs, and could see maybe a little bit more interchangeable personnel today. The biggest thing we need to see first is Reuben Jones playing? And if he is, I think that helps out both of these guys a tremendous amount. If he is not playing and we get Roddy Gale back in the starting 5, he is kind of a pain in the ass on the usage, very volatile as far as like the shooting, the playmaking, all that. If again, Reuben does play, I think that helps out the starting 5 a lot more because he's a lower usage guy, and they might defer to the bigs a little bit more. Rutgers is really just giving it up on defense, I mean, in general. So if we see like this last game where Vlad's just able to catch a lot of these lobs and these mid-range, like with one-on-one and no help coverage, he might be able to destroy him down low. But Wolf had a really terrible shooting game, so I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe they go back to him a little bit more than, more than what they typically would at home, but maybe not quite as much as he normally sees on the road. So, yeah, man, it's hard to pick between the two of them. I don't know if I would take that like directly hedging each other or a direct correlation between like one person playing less or worse and the other person playing better. Dylan Grant is a bit better of a defender. They're power forward, so maybe he can slow down Vlad, but it's so hard to tell between this team, man. They have just so many good players.
Yeah, I feel the same. They're both good. Rutgers D is whatever. It's kind of hard. The lines are like, what's the word you always say? The lines are
They're
appropriate. There it is. Chachi says Ethan Price PRA under.
Yeah, let's take a look at him. Oh, and another thing that I noticed, and maybe that's where the same line of thinking is too, but they did bump up Danny Wolf. His PRA got bumped up, to 27 or 28.5. It was at least adjusted up from last slate, and Vlad, he was adjusted down from last slate.
Right.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
What was that last play? Oh, Price?
Yeah, Price PRA under, and then Will Johnson PA over, and then that's the end of those, I believe. And then he says, what website is that? I think you're talking Outlier? He might be talking RotoWire too.
If it's the green bar look like this is Outlier, pretty cheap site that you can get a lot of reference stuff from. And then the other site that has like the lineup predictions and stuff, this is just rotowire.com. You can just go over to their main page has all the sports listed out here. You just go to college basketball, and then it brings up this. Okay, so Ethan Price was it PRA? PRA under. Okay, sorry. Whew,
Yeah, it's the matchup.
It's a it's a really good matchup for him. I mean, he's been pretty terrible. He definitely played terrible the first time they played. Granted, it was on the road, and I think he wasn't in foul trouble this game. It is still a bit of a higher line than what he's been doing over the last, almost 2 months now. Going back to, a majority of the season, if we're being honest here. I get the feeling this line was maybe bumped. Did he open at 20 and a half, or was he 21 and a half?
Not sure. I think it says in the top right corner. Does it say up there?
Yeah. 20 and a half. Okay. Let's see. No, I guess it was just that one. Okay, well, that's good to know. Yeah, okay, he is 20 and a half on Underdog, so it's even better. Yeah, 20 and a half, that looks nice. All right, let's take a look at Price. He was somebody who just is not reliable as far as like minutes, usage rating. I remember we took him earlier in the season for his turnover prop, and he was kind of losing out on minutes there, but it looks like he's back to playing just around 30 minutes, 32 minutes. The usage rating has been coming back up over the last 5 games. Looks like mid-20s, low 20s, better than the 14, 12%, usage rating that he was rocking. It's right there on the line for him, man. I mean, he's nothing flashy, it's nothing crazy, but it's a really good matchup for him.
Right. Okay.
They played. Let's see what happened here. Oh yeah, he got in foul trouble last time they played. He had 4 fouls, 15% usage. He shot 50% from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 4 of 8 from the field. He had 5 rebounds, so maybe the scoring could be a little more lackluster again, but he was having a decent game.
All right.
Not saying it's a bad play, just stuff to think about.
Cool. Todorovic, 20.5. I'm not sure what 20.5 is. PRA? Not sure.
Yeah, he was asking about the Ethan Price play.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha. What is USG?
It's their usage rating.
How would you break that down? Like, how do they come up with that? Do you know?
It's like the amount of time that they have possession in the play, or like how involved they are in each play, offense, defense. So like, the amount of times just in general they're involved in the play, like whether that is, he's the rebounder who starts to play up, running back the other way on offense. He's the, so-and-so primary shooter. It has a factor of like basically how many times this guy's got his hands on the ball. So 30% of the time this last game, this dude had the ball in hand and was doing something.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. It's almost like quarterback rating for NFL. It's hard to know how exactly they did it, but the higher, the more they're involved, basically. Right?
Yeah. Well, and there's a lot more factors in it, like really, really in depth, like, passes to, passes received, first on the break, first on defense, stuff like that. There's other shit that they have inside of the algorithm that they're just not showing, because it'd be a sheet of data.
Mm-hmm. Dylan Harper, 19.5 on FanDuel now.
Wow, that's crazy.
C. Dot says, what are our main plays for the day? And he said, Dylan Harper over 17.5. Augustus over PRA. What's the line? 24.5 or 23.5? So we had Augustus PA 19.5 last night, and Harper at 17.5.
Yeah, let's see if Augustus his PRA moved.
Chachi said
24.5.
Chachi said pass. Not sure
I'm
which.
surprised they didn't move the PRA up.
I'm surprised Dylan's sitting at 17.5 still.
Yeah, he's definitely going to move. Yeah, so it's going to be these two plays. Augustus, you might have to shop around a little bit more to find that value. And Dylan looks like if he was in the early game, he would definitely bump. And, I mean, hell, maybe in the next 30 minutes, we could see a big influx of last-minute bettors.
Right. Okay, coolio, man. Small slate today to get you back into it after your birthday and back after that sickness you were going through. But I think it's going to ramp up here starting tomorrow. And I got a new way of looking at this stuff, too. I'm excited to get to it. Let's see how today goes, but I have a good feeling about today. 3 money lines look good. 2 plays look good. Got value. Not mad.
Yeah, and those money lines, again, in case you missed it, was the Michigan, Arkansas, Little Rock, and Samford. Giving you roughly about minus 111, somewhere between that 111, 120 range, hopefully.
Right. Coolio.
All right, man. Well, I think we're just going to probably cut out here a little bit earlier today since it is, again, a smaller slate. Make sure you guys spend wisely, getting ready for tomorrow and obviously the big Saturday slate as usual. So make sure you guys are in the Discord, checking that out. Help us out. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Don't forget to be subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out whenever we do hit these live streams. Underrated, man, you got anything else for us before we head out?
No, not much, man. Not much. Just glad you're back. Glad you had your birthday. And, glad you're back. And you're not too hungover from your birthday because I know how you like to party over there. C-Dot says, what did you do for your birthday? Buy a small country or just an island this year?
Yeah, man, I had to take the yacht out to make sure that the old villa was doing okay. Can't have it, getting washed away.
There you go. He said, yo, Richie, how you get so rich? He didn't say shake them dreads. I mean bangs, but either way. That works.
Yeah, I gotta go get a haircut here soon, man. Oh, I meant to send y'all a picture of these new shoes that I got. Man,
Ooh.
I got some Brooks. Oh,
Ooh.
man, they are so badass.
Ooh.
So fire.
Got yourself some shoes for your birthday, eh?
I did. And for the first time in my life, apparently, with this brand of shoes, I moved up a shoe size. I'm rocking some 14s.
What the fuck? Get away from Big E. He'll fuck you up. Talk shit about Big E one time. Tell him his play isn't good. He'll slap you to the ground like Shaq did Ostertag.
Oh, here we go. I'll pop a shoe off here real fast. Y'all can catch this fire. Bro, look at these shoes, man. These were sick. $100 out the door. I was like, hell yeah, man. I gotta
14s?
get me a pair of this. Yep, 14s.
Damn, I'd be swimming in those.
Oh, the funny thing is too, they didn't no store ever carries a size 13. So all the last 15 years of my life, shoe shopping has been a nightmare. And of course, I think we were on shoe number 8 or 9 by the time they actually had one of my size. And I was like, look, we're just going to start at what do you have in 13s? Bring it out to me.
Right. Oh, man. Well, cool. That's dope. They must be comfortable, too. You must be feeling good. So win some money today and pay them off real quick. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Ayo said fresh. What the fuck? 14s?
Oh yeah, man. I'm a big boy. I'm 6'1".
C-Dot said, my man walking on air. That's why we call him Big E. And don't be talking shit because he'll find you.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Well.
Play basketball in real life.
Huh?
Yeah.
Play ball in real life.
Chachis, yeah. I used to play in middle school and high school, and then I threw my back out running track. Well, I was doing track. I was doing the relays and the hurdles, and I threw my back out, and it like just totally screwed up my potential athletic career.
E2 says, "What the fuck? How tall is E with your size 14s?"
Yeah, I'm 6'1", man. Well, depending on the shoes, sometimes closer to 6'2", but yeah, 6'1".
See, that says, "Damn, E, you're a tall ass white boy, aren't you? You used to hoop." Yep, there you go. Alrighty. These crazy kids are excited about your shoe size. You know what they say about big shoe size?
Hey, big socks.
Big ass socks.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all.
You've had that joke before through your life, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh,
Came with the sock joke real quick. Get it out. Yep, big socks. Yeah, I feel it. All right.
That line.
It works.
We appreciate it. As usual, Underrated, I appreciate you, man. We're going to head out of here, hop in the Discord and hang out for a little bit more. Y'all stay light, keep it frosty. We'll catch y'all back here tomorrow. Good luck tonight, y'all. Peace.